So I think right here, I should be a little bit more snappy.
But snappy is always louder.
It's not always louder,
This needs to be festive.
What do you mean festive?
I mean, like, it's Valentine's, right? So then let's make it Valentine's-y.
Didn't Valentine's Day pass, though?
So, not everyone broke up after Valentine's Day.
Come on. I'm pretty sure they did. Just like everyone. I'm kidding. Okay, so I guess we should make it more festive, so good job, Zane.
So what do you think about Zane?
Oh, Zane? I mean, he's really good at writing these scripts, and when we're filming, he's really funny and knows what to say that'll make me laugh.
I think that's the first time she ever complimented me. Did she mean that as like a friend, or what was that?
Good morning, Hawks. My name's Grace Q.
And I'm Zane Zelo. And you're watching
Hawk Talk. You good? Like,
Yeah, listen.
okay, just put more energy into it.
Okay.
And then we'll be good. Good morning, Hawks. My name's Grace Q.
And I'm Zane Zelo. And you're watching Hawk Talk.
No, you can tell me if something's wrong, right?
Yeah, I'm just a little nervous, that's all.
I don't know what's going on, but Zane's never this nervous, so I guess he's just in some weird mood.
You look great.
I know.
I wanted to ask you something earlier.
We're rolling in 3, 2, 1.
All right. Good morning, Hawks. My name's Grace Q.
And I'm Zane Zelo. And you're watching
Hawk Talk.
February marks the beginning of Black History Month, a month where we celebrate Black culture. Here are some influential African Americans who became among the first to break many barriers. Rosa Parks is known for being a prominent participant in the Montgomery boycott movement, where she would become a major advocate for ending segregation in America as she defied Alabama transportation laws. Martin Luther King Jr. was an influential speaker who was the first African American to be named Man of the Year by Time magazine, and many of his speeches against segregation, King encouraged equal rights in a peaceful manner. Harriet Tubman is a hero in history as she aided in the escape of many enslaved Americans through the Underground Railroad. She devoted her life to the goal of helping those in slavery and gained the nickname of Moses for bringing people to freedom. Frederick Douglass is the creator of a newspaper called the North Star. Here, he published My Bondage and My Freedom, which responded to racial segregation in the North and brought further advocacy for the end of slavery. Ida B. Wells was a prominent Black journalist who advocated against sexism, racism, and violence of African Americans, who would eventually join African Americans in the boycott of the World's Columbian Exchange. Thurgood Marshall was the first Black man to be on the Supreme Court. He was a champion of civil rights, serving on the bench for 24 years during a time of extreme civil unrest regarding racial issues. He would pave the way for African Americans in U.S. politics. Political scientist and diplomat Ralph J. Bunche was the first Black man to receive the Nobel Peace Prize in 1950 for mediating the Arab-Israeli truce. Bunche was a leader in the civil rights movement as well as the decolonization process. He also played a major role in several UN peacekeeping operations. Venus and Serena Williams are an iconic sister duo who became the first African-American doubles team to become tennis world champions. Venus Williams also became the first African-American to be ranked #1 in the sport of tennis. Jackie Robinson was the first African-American to play baseball in the MLB, which at the time was a league of all white players. Despite the refs calling unfair plays against him, Jackie Robinson managed to strive as a strong player with one of the best batting averages in the league. Aretha Franklin was an American singer, songwriter, and pianist. She's referred to as the Queen of Soul and was the first African-American woman to be placed in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. She's been placed 9th in Rolling Stone's 100 Greatest Artists of All Time. Guion Stewart Bluford Jr. was the first African-American to go into space. Not only was he an astronaut, he was also an aerospace engineer as well as a USAD officer and fighter pilot.
Chris, I was going to tell you something earlier.
Rolling.
There are so many sports updates in the past few days.
Oh, like LeBron becoming all-time leading scorer in NBA history.
Yeah, or that the Super Bowl just happened, which the Chiefs won.
Well, anyway, let's check out what our Hawks were up to.
Hi, my name is Grant, and I'm the goalie for the men's soccer team. My favorite part about soccer is the team aspect. I know, my position is very kind of individual, but being part of the team, hanging out with the guys, and especially this year, I feel like the team's so close and we have a good brotherhood. Before the season started, we were waking up at 5 a.m. You're either running in the pool, in the weight room, just trying to get bigger, faster, stronger so that in games like CIF games where there's overtime and games can go on a lot longer, that we're prepared. Early in the game, we like to figure out what formation the team's using, and then we pick out key players. You know, our defense this year has been really strong. We haven't conceded very many. Our defense has been able to stop big-time players from scoring a lot of goals on us. And our offense has been, keeping us going, being able to, get through the defenses. The team's inspiration is our coaches. Our coaches are the ones that are motivating us, making us, who we are. Thanks for having me. Coming tomorrow, 3 o'clock on the turf, boys soccer semifinal.
L is for the way you look at me.
Oh, please stop singing this song to me.
V is very, very extraordinary. E is even more extra A's that you adore and love.
Seniors, if you have not yet turned in your Dream Act financial aid application, please submit it before the March 2nd deadline.
The financial aid workshop is on Wednesday, February 22nd, 6 to 7:30 in our school library.
The California Scholarship Federation applications are now being accepted for spring semester. Please pick them up from room 603 or 704. It is due by February 24th.
We have several upcoming community service opportunities. The Shamrock and Run is Sunday, March 19th. The PYL GSA Snack Shack is every Saturday, March through April. Text 81010 at EDHS CS 22 for updates.
Hawks, remember to continue fundraising to $15,000 for Make-A-Wish until February 23rd.
Do you love to sing? Then EDHS Choral Music is the place for you. See Mrs. Villarreal in the choir room or talk to a current choral hawk about how to get involved. Auditions will be held on February 22nd and 23rd.
Nonsense in the Nest is an annual El Dorado competition between all grade levels to show which class has the most school spirit. Throughout the year, students have been participating in events to gain points for their grade level, and so far it has been an extremely close competition with the juniors taking the lead right ahead of the sophomores. But it all comes down to next Friday. On February 24th at 6 p.m., freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and seniors will all be trying to take the win and achieve the most points for their class through different events such as tug of war, towel drag, class dance, and many more. Head over to @EldoHawks to learn how to get more involved. Who will win Nonsense in the Nest? Join us in the Joe Raya Gym next Friday to find out. Good luck, Hawks!
Hey Hawks, it's Ms. Okada.
And Mrs. Switzer, and on this week's podcast, two true crime fanatics are going to talk to you about El Dorado crime. Bum, bum, bum.
Pretty ridiculous crimes, though.
El Dorado ridiculous crimes. Bum, bum, bum.
Wherever you can find podcasts, in your backyard, in your front yard, on campus, off campus.
In your attic, in your car. Join our Patreon.
We need money. Nailed it.
Nailed it.
This way out.
Well, that wraps up today's lovely episode.
We'll see you guys next time.
Go Hawks!
Cut.
Are you alright? You had something to ask me earlier.
Right. I wanted to know if you wanted to go out.
Oh!
Nice job, anchors. All right, can you leave my studio right now? I need to upload podcasts.
Yeah, I'll talk to you later.
Okay.